Today I wanted to show you a clip from Chaotic Concept. He has something very interesting that ends up tying in to the Deprogram Wiki.
And they're using that to pretty much read your mind with some pretty insane accuracy. They're saying it can predict human behavior across all psychological experiment with unprecedented accuracy. So how does this affect us? Well, there's many, but just for an example, there's a new iPhone coming out, but back in September, the Series 11 of AirPods and new iWatches came out with the amazing health benefits. Using data from the optical heart sensor, they're analyzing how your blood vessels respond. Is there health benefits to this? Absolutely. But then there's this.
AI, all the computer stuff is able to read our brains and measure our heart rate and things like that. This is not new. This has been going on for years and years and years. And as I was going through the Deprogram Wiki, I fell upon theta programming. Psychic programming correlates with the development and use of extrasensory powers and extra physical abilities, including long-distance mind connection with other remote viewing, where subjects could see what a person was doing in another location. It also implies the use of thought energy to kill someone at a distance. Since subjects cannot be consistently given theta programming, a surgical implant or a phone of a sodium-lithium powered high-frequency receiver transducers coupled with a multi-range discharge capacitor is placed in the subject's brain. This gives the handlers the ability to send signals by remote to the subject's brain. When the receiver picks up the signals, they electronically stimulate certain areas of the brain, which in turn triggers preset programming. What? Preset programming triggers things. If you can see what's in another person's mind, what? That was all old school though, with a brain implant. Now we've got phones that I'm talking to you on right now, that are in our pockets, that are in our bras, or close to our heads. We're wearing rings that have our heartbeat monitor. This has been going on for years. Now it's just in regular society, though. The pew-pewers, how do we know that they weren't triggered on their phone by a buzzing, by a sound, by a feeling through the phone? They have, by reading that wiki stuff, they have been doing this bullshit since those guys from that other country came over after that one war. And a lot of the programming that I'm reading about, it sounds very similar to Scientology, what they put those people through. It's very psychological in their terminology. Watch this. What is this? They even have gender role confusion programming. Female subjects are programmed with male attributes, and male subjects are programmed with female attributes. For males, opposite for females, he wants to be a girl. He desires to grow up to be a woman. Who does that sound like? Liev Schreiber's daughter, Kai, who's walking the runways, Naomi Watts' child. How about Charlize Theron's kids? But or Megan Fox's, at the age of 2, 3, but he wanted to wear girls' clothes. Where did he get those clothes? This is a form of programming. They even have programming for animals. So this programming has leaked now into mainstream. We, you and me, and our children are being programmed from television, school, all the things. The therapists. He has a marked interest in female activities, including playing with dolls or playing the roles of girls or women. He has an intense interest in cosmetics, jewelry, or girls' clothes, and enjoys dressing up in girls' apparel. His favorite friends are girls. On occasions, he may cross-dress and actually consider himself to be a girl because it was programmed in. Megan Fox's kids, Brian Austin Green's kids, even his new one that he has with the new wife, is using this gender role confusion programming. Look into it.